All right, Haley. You said you didn't see my last response. I left it up uh, for a whole day for you, but since you didn't see it, I'll remake you another one. Um, and I'll try not to have it all that long. But my thoughts on Biggie's mom passing. Uh, I mean, at her age, I saw some people say she was 78, but some people say no, she was 72. I don't know her age. Um, however, uh, being from New York, one of my favorite states in the U.S., uh, I used to have a lot of love for New York up until they threw my ass in that place. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But before that, and still, all of my favorite rappers come from New York. So I've always thought it's been one of the best states in the United States. But it has gotten very bad. But New York always had bad shit happening in the state. Excuse my language. But if I want to be honest, my honest opinion on her passing, uh, we don't just pass in the United States of America. I'm sorry to tell you that. We do not live happily ever after lives as Black Americans in the United States. We don't. We don't just get old and die. We either gonna die young or die old, but we 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 get murdered young or we can get murdered old. It ain't no in between. In my opinion, everything that happens to us in the United States of America is on purpose. It's designed to happen. As Black Americans, we do not just get old and die from natural causes. Uh, there's always a face behind our death. Now, whether we are allowed to see who it is, that's a different question. Whether we're allowed to know who's behind it, that's a totally different ballgame. Because there's, you know what, I'm not even going to get into that, but I think you kind of know where I'm going with that. As Black Americans, we do not just get old and die. No. We can either get murdered young or we can either get murdered old. That's just bottom line. The only thing, what I'm thinking now is they're trying to normalize it on a world stage. So the only way they can do that is actually by paying people to help them kill us Black Americans, which will probably end bad on them in the long run. Because you have special forces around the world to help protect humanity. And if they are able to get paid off to kill just one of us at a time, we have a huge issue, a problem. And so New York has always been one of those weird states, and in an odd way. New York is so special. It is the only state in the United States of America that will literally help their citizens run from the police. Literally. I mean, they would fucking throw shit at the police, throw water on them, root for their citizens to get away from being chased by the police, trip up the police, even put hands on the police. New York, man, New York is one hell of a state. Well, has been. That's probably going to change, but it has been a hell of a state, man, for a very long time. So, uh, but I don't think Biggie mom was from New York. I think they might have moved there from like Jamaica or somewhere and been living there for a very long time. Biggie might have been from New York, but hell, his mama might even been from New York. But I thought she came from like one of those Caribbean islands. And so, our lives, in my opinion, is in very serious danger in the United States. I mean, extreme danger. And the problem is, us as a Black people, we do not realize it, we don't recognize it, and we just don't give a fuck. We don't. We got the attitude of, well, they did a hell of a job, man. The enemy did a hell of a job on straight up destroying us from the beginning. Meaning, the attitude they created for us is one of those type of attitudes to where, fuck that nigga. I don't know that nigga. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but that's the attitude we have. Oh man, his mama died. Fuck that nigga. That's his mama. Ain't my mama. I don't know. You know what I mean? And then it's like that until it becomes someone we know or love. And then someone we know or love, now we can relate to them. You know, it took for somebody to knock off our family for us to relate with our black brothers and sisters and feel their pain. And then we really have to be careful because we got people purposely murdering people's families just to bring those people together under that notation that, oh, your son got murdered, my son got murdered, oh, I feel your pain, you know, and then they come and agree with you, and then they might be the enemy. Our race has been beat bad, destroyed bad. Our black leaders are just clowns. So most of them, they're not doing shit. I mean, we have Minister Louis Farrakhan. He ain't really do nothing. He just talk all day. And if you ever try to proceed with action, he'll get in the way and stop you. You know what I'm saying? So, but hey, to each his own. We can't hate on him. He's doing his thing. The brother making money. I mean, at least he say something. You know what I mean? But like I said in my last video, to me, our most powerful and most important leader is Dr. Umar Johnson, in my opinion. That brother go hard, man. You know, and I am my humble opinion. But okay, so just bottom line, I believe somebody knocked her off. But if I'm wrong, and you know, like I said in my last video, America, we just be over exaggerating sometimes. And America's not all bad, but it's not. I mean, not all good, but it's not all bad for Black Americans either. You know, it's even. You know, we don't have to panic and be all out of paranoid, all out of proportion. But if she is dead, I mean, you know, this is the United States of America. What more do we expect? What more do these people have to do to us for us to realize what the fuck is going on? And so I think the only way we can ever find peace or truly live happily ever after in a country and just, you know, work, mind our business without anybody watching us to see how much money we make, and then we make too much money, they hate on us, they come up with financial war to keep you broke, or just too damn controlling. And they don't even control their own goddamn kids the way they control us, which is ridiculous. And so it'll take a real war. It'll take a real 100% legit war in the United States of America. I mean, a real war, no fake shit. It'll take that to stop the people, whoever they are, that's in control, that's stepping, crushing and killing the Black Americans one body at a time, one person at a time, one excuse at a time, one place at a time, location, state, city, you know, country. And so it'll take that. And it'll take for the Black Americans to get some real allies that they can trust, and stop piggybacking off that old shit that happened to us from, you know, people that might not be from the country. And so actually a lot of people pissed off at Trump for saying that he wants an all-white army. Well, at least the fucking man is giving you a heads up. Excuse my language, but he's giving you a heads up of what to do. Okay, so now you know he wants an all-white army. So why can't our Black leaders try their best to have a meeting with all of the Black rich people in the country before the enemy goes to them, and sit down and have them, instead of donating to the enemy's charity, who never did nothing for black Americans anyway. Let's have them donate that money into us black people on keeping our lives really safe for real, and keeping the black life really safe, and for the all black army. If we're gonna start there, because in my opinion, and just humbly saying this, black people don't have no business in any other people's hospitals or clinics if they don't like black people. You see what I'm saying? So as a black man, I ain't got no business in anybody else clinics if they don't like black people. But then again, black people don't even like black people. So you destroy your race, man. It's over with. But somehow we can come together and start building all black stuff again. You see how the Mexicans do it, which is brilliant. How the Hispanics do it. How I think did the Haitians adopt that notation? Wait, who was it? Yeah, I think it was created by the Mexicans, if I'm not mistaken. What they'll do is you get a whole group of Mexicans. It'll be about 20 of them motherfuckers living in one house. They'll all get a job. None of them got a car. But the problem is, black Americans are used to working and thinking for themselves. Oh, this all me. This all mine. Fuck that. Fuck you. This is me. This is I want my own. That's the attitude we got. And that's why we fucked up. But the Mexicans, it can be 20 of them. They have one goal in mind. They know that individually it'll take them a century to get a car. So what they do is they all go to work. Every time they come home from work, at least one person pinch in towards one car for one person. Once that first person get that car, now they got that transportation. Now that first person transporting as many of them as he can in that one car to work. They next paycheck, they all pitch in for the second person to get a car. Teamwork make the dream work. That's what I'm trying to say. So they pitch in and help that second person. Boom. Now that second person get on. Now it's 2 cars. Now 2 cars driving the rest of the 20 people to work. See how that work? Now they all team up together to tackle one problem. They're not just, oh, fuck that. It ain't, we don't know. But, and so, if we adopt that kind of mentality, just want to flex our power a little bit and see how much power we truly have, then I think we should, sort of like how we tried to help Dr. Umar with the school, how we helping him with the school. Everybody pitch in the fucking money, man. Everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are, where you from. If you black, nigga, start something. Put in some money. Let's do this. And that money can go towards all black hospitals. And I applaud Donald Trump for keeping it 100, saying he want an all white military. So now our black leaders, get off your fucking ass. You've been sucking on the titties long enough. You have enough money. What more do you want? All these goddamn years y'all been in law enforcement, y'all been in the feds, y'all been in fucking, you name it, the military. What the fuck more do you want? We've been sucking off their titties for long enough. All that fucking money y'all got, pull that shit out. Stop everything, man. Put on your fucking big boy drawers. Do what the fuck you gotta do, dog, and make the shit happen. And have all black security staff in that bitch. That's how you do it. Hospital security staff up and down. Because man. And then, it got to become a point in time to where it can't just be a fantasy anymore. It got to be a reality. Hell, if the Africans can do it in Africa, at least they trying. Ghana, Burkina Faso, all of them, they ain't playing, man. They trying to make it happen. They're doing shit. They're making moves. They're trying to. It's going to be hard as fuck. but they doing it. You know, these countries aren't trying to squash beef for nothing, bro. See what I'm saying? So if black Americans can, I think they should come together, get the money up, start building stuff that we can trust, and we should just be about blacks. You know, black Americans should, you know, worry about black Americans, build an all black police force, all that from the ground up. You got the money now. You know, you got the money to do it now. You know, and if you want to decide to go back to Africa for allies or whatever reasons, that's a good idea too. You can have Africans come over. They're our people, and help build some of the stuff here if you don't want to leave America, you know. But if you decide that leaving America is the best fit and you have enough money for it, well, then all the blacks can put in their money and pay for that too, and try to build a black American city in multiple places in Africa. If that's, you know, if that's what you think. But if you think you'd be good here in America, well, you have to show people that you are a power, that you have to make people want to do business with you. And so, you know, or our people going to continue to die one by one. This shit gonna never change, man. Ever. And so, while you got the money now, we can build stuff to generate money. You know what I'm saying? If we are really serious about it, you know, send people out to tap in with people who control the hoods, talk to the young brothers in the hoods, you know, tell them cut that shit out, bro. You feel me? It's over with. It's time to, you know, it's time to just see, to try to see what we can do. Get our black women's heads on straight. Get them motherfuckers to stop being about money and try to make it happen. Try to commit to a brother, you know, just to make it happen. See what we can do. You know what I mean? Instead of our women running wild, fucking with all these other people who, you know, who got money just for the money. We got to let them know how important our future is, how you know, how serious this is. And then we can make it happen. We can make it happen. But yeah, so I think that you know my thoughts on her death, and I hate to ramble off about the rest of it, but you know, I just thought that, you know, we are a joke as a race. We are a joke. Right now, we're the clown race. And if we really want to make a statement, really want to show people that they can do business with us, that we can get along, that we are a safe community. And like I was watching this video in South Africa. Now I know people will probably be mad for me saying this, but I actually agree with the white South Africans, with the Afrikaners. When you look at their city that they build in Africa, it looks more beautiful than our people's shit. Our black people, man, we're like animals. We are wild. You know, think about China for a minute. You see how China went the opposite way when they saw America, right? Let's just be honest for a second. Look at the Chinese strategy. We can adopt a strategy like that and make it happen for our people. So what did the Chinese do? Okay, so the Chinese looked at the American, now not to mention, they are the kings and masters of replicas, meaning that they can copy anything. You know, they make cheap knockoffs of anything you can think of. They are the king of replicas, even countries. So if they want to copy a country, they can copy a country. That's how they made a living. When the Chinese was dirt poor and they didn't have shit, now they one of the most powerful countries in the world with the most money. How do you think they did that? They sat and watched and learned, but they went a different route. So, for instance, America was all about government, and still to this day, it's all about government and control. So what China do? They said, you know what? Fuck this government shit. Let's be about our people. Because if you ain't got no people, you ain't got no government. So, hence, that's why they came up with the People's Liberation Army. The People's Liberation Army. So they was about their people first till they got their numbers up. Once they got their numbers up, boom, everything else fell in place for them through hard work, dedication, and stuff. And now look, so and also think about all of the places that our country is affiliated with. Every place that our country is affiliated with and that they have under their control is crime riddled with crime. Think about that. Let's just be honest. Every place that our country, the United States, owns or affiliated with in some sort of way is possessed with crime. Heavy crime everywhere. Look at our states in the United States. Every single fucking state has a murder capital in it. Has a place where it's just straight up dangerous. You think that shit is normal? Every fucking state in the United States gotta be dangerous. So they make their money off of crime. While China looked at it and went a different market, they make their money off of peace. See? So they said, okay, we see they got a business here, they make a lot of money off of crime or whatever, and they all about the government. So we're gonna be about our people and peace. And when people see, you can say whatever about the country. We don't care about that. Yes, it'll hurt us in the short run. But in the long run, we'll get all that back and then somehow. Because when people start traveling to our country and they see that we are a peaceful country and that you can be really safe here, they're going to go back to their dangerous countries and word of mouth going to get out. Oh, man, what happened over here? Boy, oh, my God, let me tell you, it's so peaceful and you ain't got to worry about this and that and that and this. What? Yeah. Not everybody want to go there. So it boosts the economy. And that's exactly what happened. People start going to China. Oh, I thought it was communist. I thought it was, because when they hear communist, they thinking bad shit. Oh my God, it's terrible. They're gonna do this. They're gonna do that. And then when they went there and realized, what the fuck, it was nothing like what they was hearing. So they're like, yeah, damn. They're like, holy shit. They're blown away. China fucking economy skyrocketed. And then when they go to American places or anybody that America's affiliated with, they got to look over their shoulder. They fear for their life. They got to worry about somebody fucking robbing them. All kinds of crazy shit. And so they like, slowly but surely they started mass exiting the U.S., plummeting the economy slowly, giving up their visas and shit. Like, fuck this shit. So it's our country is all about death and destruction and murder. That's just the truth. Our polices are possessed. They'll never admit it, but they ride around most of the time fantasizing about killing somebody, man. Our police force are demons, literally. Most of them. They're fucked up. All of the agencies, they fantasize about killing people all day. They are fucked up people in the head. That's just the truth. Our whole fucking government force. And that's what makes other governments have to match their energy. They have to be demonic. Okay, you demonic motherfucker, I'm 5 times more demonic than you. Because I have to be. Because I got to show your ass I ain't nothing to fuck with. And when you bring your ass over here, I'm going to fuck you all the way up. You see what I'm saying? Excuse my language, but that's, I'm just showing y'all how other governments have to match energies. Like look at Mexico. They on no border with the U.S. They know what the fuck the U.S. about. And guess what? Now the U.S. know what the fuck Mexico's about. They don't play no games. So in hindsight, Mexico know what'll happen if they come to the U.S. with some bullshit and they fucked around and get, caught in one of these dangerous, excuse my language. I gotta remember that, y'all. And they mess around and get caught in one of these dangerous cities or whatever. And the U.S. know what will happen if they go to Mexico with that BS and they get caught. Your head getting cut off. The Mexicans not going to play with you. The Americans not going to play with you. They know that. So they have to match energy because certain individuals want to run around like they ain't got no sense. Like if they start killing people, we're going to be scared of them. We got to show them we're capable of doing what they're capable of doing. And so that's why you got all these governments, like that because of one government. One apple could spoil a bunch. They have to show each other, oh, okay, you on that type of time? Well, just like you ain't the only one that can be on that type of time. And so, that's what happens. But, you got to think about it. Our country is a fucked up country, yo. Let's just stop. You can't be that ignorant. You have to know. Our country is possessed with murder and death. They fantasize about killing people most of the time, man. They want to kill people. That's all they do is think about killing. It never stops for them. They are sick in the head. But when you start traveling other places, you'll realize they're not on that unless they are paid to be on that from a sick-ass country who fantasize about killing people all day, which will in the end be destroyed by their own dollar and ideas for paying other people to keep killing all day. Now they know, you know what I'm saying? Eventually, like the saying goes, what goes around comes around. You live by the gun, you die by the gun. You live by the money, you die by the money. You show people how to get people killed. You keep paying all these people to get people killed. All these people pay people to get you killed. In the end, that's what's going to happen. And when they realize, hold on, they got the money, you know where it's going to go. And so that's what I think, man. I'm just honest. And like I said, as Black Americans, I don't want to do too much talking because I was almost about to say a whole jeez. But I'm going to end it with this. As Black Americans in the United States of America, we do not understand how truly or how much our lives are in very serious danger. And we do not just die as Black Americans. We don't live happily ever after and die. We are under constant authoritarian pressure, constant coming up with rules to destroy us. They're always thinking about rules, ways to punish you. It's all about punishing you as a Black person. All about punishing you as a Black person. We do not just get old and die in the United States of America. We either get murdered young or murdered old. And that's my thought. I just shared a video not too long ago of a white female police officer ended up shooting a white guy because a white guy was screaming at her, yelling he's going to kill her, he'll do all kind of stuff. She only shot him one time. You know what would have happened if that would have been a Black guy. But when the other white officers showed up, did you see the look on their face? They was mad at the police lady. They were looking like, man, he's white. What the hell were you thinking? They was looking at her like that. And then they even put her in the back of the police car. They put the lady in the back of the police car. And she's a white police. They put her in the back of the police car because she shot another white man. I bet you if it would have been Black, they would have been high-fiving. Yeah, they would have been high-fiving. I'm going to leave that alone. But yeah, so that's it. That's how I want to end this video. And Hailey, I hope the video find you, and you can watch it, and you can take something from it. But you know how I think. As Black Americans, I'm just gonna say now is not the time to be trusting anyone who don't like your race, anyone who have a history of literally hating you. Let's just call them the enemy, whoever they are. A Black man ain't got no place in the enemy hospital. A Black man ain't got no place in the enemy clinics. Really. The only thing it's okay for the Black man to do, if it don't involve hurting another Black man or another Black woman, is get the money from them because they owe you that anyway. So get the money however you can. Stay the hell out. Try your best to avoid any other way they got that they come up with to destroy you, and live your life because our life are in danger. For real. But that's it. Catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay safe. Y'all beautiful people have a good day.